Hello students, welcome to Science Online classes. Last class we have started chapter 3, that's fiber to fabrics, where we have discussed the different fibers which are obtained from plants, animals and synthetic fibers. We have concluded that the natural fibers are plant fibers and animal fibers, and synthetic fibers are prepared by man. That is why it is known as man-made fibers, which are prepared from chemicals. And we have started the one natural fiber, that is cotton. How the cotton plant is cultivated, what process is going on to get cotton fibers, etc. so on. And now we are going to study the second natural fiber, that is jute. Jute fiber is obtained from stem of jute plants grown in rainy season. Okay, the jute plants needs a plain alluvial soil and standing water is required. And mainly you can see the plants in West Bengal, Bihar, Assam. Okay, and the jute plant is normally harvested when it is at flowering stage. Okay, during flowering stage it is harvested, and the stems of the harvested plants are then bundled and immersed in water for a few days until they start rotting. That process is called retting, and the fibers are separated by hands from rotting stem. That process is called stripping. Okay, this is how jute fiber is extracted, mainly used for making gunny bags and shopping bags. Now let's study some animal fibers. Okay, here wool and silks are the animal fibers. We get wool from the hairs of sheep, goat, rabbit, yak or camels. Okay, and the hair of thin layer of skin is removed. That process is called shearing. Okay, you will study in the 7th class. Wool is used for making warm clothes such as sweaters, caps, shawls, gloves and blankets. Okay, and the next fiber, next animal fiber is silk. We get silk from silkworm, which lives on the leaves of mulberry plants. Okay, the larva of the silk moth, this is a silk moth, secretes a sticky fluid which becomes silk fiber. The larva then covers its body with the silk fiber and turns into pupa. This protective covering is called as cocoon. This is the cocoon. Okay, the second picture. These cocoons are then boiled in water to get silk fiber, and silk is costly fiber and has a very fine quality. Why it is costly? Such a big procedure is there to make silk fiber from silkworm. You know students, one point I would like to remind you that there are 6,600 silkworms are killed to make just 1 kilogram of silk. Imagine how difficult it is. That is why it is costly. Okay, now let's study some advantages and disadvantages of synthetic fibers. They are made by humans from chemicals. Examples like polyester, acrylic, nylon, rayon, etc. What are the advantages of synthetic fibers? They are less expensive, they are durable and readily available and dry up quickly, easy to maintain, do not wrinkle easily and easy to wash. They are elastic and can be easily stretched out. They are strong and can be used to make parachutes and ropes to sustain heavy load. What are the disadvantages? Yes, they melt on heating. So, if the clothes catch fire, it can't be disastrous. So that you don't wear polyester and all in the kitchen while you are working in kitchen. The fabric smells and sticks to the body of the person wearing it. Okay, so remember this point, should not wear this type of clothes while you are working in kitchen or laboratory. Okay. We have learned the several strands of fibers are twisted together to form yarns. Okay, the yarns are made up of fibers. How fibers are converted to yarns? What process we have called? Yes, that is called spinning. Okay, what is spinning? The process of making yarn from fibers is called spinning. In this process, fibers from a mass of cotton wool are drawn out and twisted. Look at here, spinning is done manually with charka or takli. But if it is large scale in factory, you can use some spinning machine. This is a spinning machine. And yarn to fabric. How to make fabric from this yarn? Weaving and knitting are used for the conversion of yarn to fabric. What is weaving? The process of arranging two sets of yarns together perpendicular to each other to make a fabric is called weaving. Weaving of fabric is done on looms. This is the looms. The looms are either hand operated or power operated. The knitting, a single yarn is used to make a piece of fabric. Unlike weaving, where two sets of yarns are required, knitting is done by hand or machine can be used. Okay, this chart is summarized the whole chapter. Okay, the fibers are converted to yarns by spinning, and yarns are converted to fabric by weaving and knitting, and finally fabrics are converted to clothes by stitching. Okay, this is the flowchart. This flowchart you keep it in your mind. Now I hope that you got a small idea that how a fibers are converted to beautiful fabrics. Children, did you ever think that how ancient people lived? You know the clothing materials? Early man used big leaves and bark of trees, animal skin or fur to cover their bodies. But after getting in agricultural communities, man learned to weave. They started weaving grass, twigs, animal hairs, vines into long strands, which were then woven into fabrics. Man became aware about plant fibers. The early Indians who fabrics made of cotton. In ancient Egypt, cotton as well as flax were used for making fabrics. But in those days, stitching is unknown. People simply wrapped the fabrics around their bodies like saris and all. When sewing needle was invented, people learned how to stitch fibers to make fabric. Stitched clothes can have go through many variations since in inventions. Okay.